This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rinn, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. It's the mailbag, Rhino.
Yes, this episode's brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness. Mailbag, we get straight into this one. This is from Nat. Hey, gents. Firstly, thanks for the advice with the Camry. There were a few awkward conversations, but we got the deal done. New buyer should be happy. Unfortunately, I may be in trouble with a different vehicle. A couple of weeks back, I was out in Moorabbin celebrating closing a big deal at work. I may have had a few too many, and I woke up to find out I had just purchased a brand new truck.
Oh.
The problem is I already have one, and it's a really good one too. I have a feeling the wife is going to be pissed. She doesn't see why I spent all that money on the first truck, let alone spending even more on a second, newer one. What do you reckon? Do I sell the old truck? Do I try and find another use for it? Any advice on how to pitch this to the wife? Cheers, and thanks for making the long-suffering life of a Blue supporter that little bit brighter. Is his truck
a metaphor for
Tom de Koning, and his original truck was Rowan Marshall?
I thought he might have been talking about like Charlie Curnow and.
Well, he's talking about Moorabbin.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming you mean St Kilda, and they've gone out and paid all this money for Tom de Koning when they already have Rowan Marshall, and him being a Carlton supporter would be a bit like, why do you even need Tom de Koning? You've got Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
Are they talking about Windhager?
It's not as funny when you have to break it down.
No.
Sorry, Nat.
No, I like it.
I thought it was
Explain the
good.
joke.
Zay was on his phone for 3/4.
No. You know what? I was on the phone.
Why?
Getting the question that Josh had sent me.
Well, what has he got? Do you want to do it now?
I'll start. Do we do it
now
now?
that you've broken the wall, you might as well do it.
Well,
So this isn't on my page. So clearly it's throwing me under a bus. So thanks, Josh.
this is from Angus.
Sure it is.
Morning, Gussie. No, it actually is. It's
Okay.
a full.
All right.
I know you're about to revisit the overs and unders, but the amount of shit Ryan gives Nick all episode about his selections is absolutely ridiculous. The Channel 7 so-called expert cannot stop himself from critiquing every selection, yet he can only muster a 7 out of 18 himself with the overs and under brackets. The worst record I can find of anyone doing this kind of thing. Favourite quote, Ryan Daniels telling Nick Rinn straight off the bat, the first team, that he cannot be locking Adelaide overs, only to see them exceed the line by 7 wins.
Jesus.
Ryan needs to pipe down and admit that Rinny nails a lot of his calls.
Yes.
Cheers, Gus.
Is
this
this on the
you?
same? No,
Was
this
that
isn't
you?
me. Oh, no, Gus.
That sounded like
Angus
you
Sheldrick.
wrote that.
Angus Sheldrick.
You have created a fake
Look.
email.
Do you know a guy
I-
called Angus Parkinson? Parkinson?
No,
Parkinson?
no, I don't. I had another
full
Angus. I
named
thought
him
it
now.
might have been.
Okay, I
Angus,
thought he'd go.
I appreciate your support and also the fact you only probably listened to the first half of that episode.
And also, I never called myself an expert. I just talk about stuff.
Yeah, all the promos do.
Did they?
Yeah, they do.
Surely
they?
the Channel
Our
7 channels.
experts.
I don't know if they use the word expert, do they?
Our experts.
Slowly walking,
I can't keep up
handballing
with
a
all
ball.
of the promos. There's so many of them. I
You're
can't
having
keep.
dinner in the middle of Optus.
Okay, Ryan, pass marks for finals teams, e.g. Gold Coast already passed, free hit, Freo on the cusp, Cats grand final. That's a fair point. So what did we think is a pass mark from here on out?
One final win to Freo is a pass.
Is a pass mark for
Gold
them?
Coast have passed.
Gold
Gold Coast
Coast
have
have already
passed.
made it. That's a pass. GWS, a finals win at least.
Yep, one win.
What about Hawthorn?
One win.
One win.
I don't know.
One win.
No, going in, they were one of the premiership favourites, if not the premiership
No,
favourite.
Yeah, but on the back
one
of the
win's a
season.
pass.
If you're basing it on this season, yes.
Yeah.
But going into the season, I think they should have been a prelim team.
Oh, I think. Well, no, I wouldn't have.
Nah, you're
a
in the
pass.
10. You're in the
Okay.
10.
All right,
Prelim.
next.
Geelong.
Prelim.
I think prelim is
Prelim for John.
Brisbane as the reigning
Prelim.
premiers.
Prelim.
I think
Brisbane's
grand
grand
final.
final.
No, you take a prelim. Top 4 is a tick, a big box tick.
Adelaide should be grand final, but
Adelaide is
the
a
ranking thing
prelim.
is throwing everything.
Yeah, and Adelaide's
From
come
nowhere.
You've
From
got to
nowhere.
make a prelim
Have
even
to make a
without
prelim.
ranking.
So that
even
means you've
without
won a
ranking.
final.
We're forgetting anyone? Collingwood.
Yeah.
Collingwood flag.
Prelim.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's just well, I suppose a prelim is a pass mark. On the
Dean,
season.
Big Pepsi, the Eagles have floated the idea of splitting pick 2 again. They should definitely do this. Wait. No, that's it.
And
Can
they'll
you
go
imagine?
Go get Jacob Farrow and Sam Swadling, the two West Australians.
Can you imagine if
Oh,
if
they
they
can't
split
do
it and what he does?
Because, no, they're split. It's going well. The one from last year.
Can't Kale. What's the reason clubs who finish last don't walk trade targets to the preseason draft? We hear clubs say they want to be respectful to other clubs as it might be reciprocated later down the track, but this can't be serious. Nice guys finish last. Just look at Geelong. Ruthless at the trade table and sustained success. Would love to see the Eagles walk someone to the draft this year if they are serious about fast-tracking this rebuild.
I would say it's less about making good with the other teams and more about making good with the managers.
I couldn't give a shit about the managers.
Nah.
I write in today's paper, tomorrow, two things about one.
What days it come out?
Yeah, today. Splitting the pick, yes, but that, I still got a sour taste in my mouth. I gave Liam Baker a pump up saying, he's going to win a best and fairest, but in a really bad year.
Yeah.
I still reckon they're far too nice. In the position West Coast were in, how they didn't play hard ball with Liam Baker, it's still... Who cares if the manager says, the player wants to go to West Coast, he'll go to West Coast. The manager hasn't got zero say in that.
That one was about Baker. He didn't want to screw Richmond.
I don't give a
No, I know you can have that opinion, but I'm telling you what it was. I don't think it's the same for every player.
But people go, managers will do this. If a player comes out and says they want to go to a club, their manager has zero say.
There's a delicate ecosystem. I don't think you're aware of the system.
I think I am. I think I'm aware of it. I think they need to get a bit. A club needs to get tougher at the top of the tree.
You can say that the system needs to change, but the system is the system right now, and it's a delicate one. Jeremy, g'day lads. Haven't been listening for very long, but you have yourself a recent fan of the pod. Welcome, Jeremy. He was one of the friends that got told, maybe.
Of course.
Wanted to throw a hot topic into the discussion. The top 5 AFL Reids/Reeds, spelled differently.
Woodside.
5. This is 5th. Zach Reid, Essendon. 4. Ethan Reid, Gold Coast. 3. Murphy Reid, Freo. 2. Harley Reid, West Coast. Who could we put first, other than the most famous of them all? 1. Woodside Reid. You dickhead. Live your best.
Yes.
Also, wouldn't hate a carton.
Find a game.
Zave might be giving them away. Connor, how the do we avoid the hype the WA media is going to throw our way when Freo beat the team everyone wants to play against this final series? Good luck.
Every team would be lining up for a bit of Gold Coast.
Yes, but if Fremantle do win, it's Geelong or Brisbane. The two teams that spifflicated them in different ways.
She murdered them both times.
Other than St Kilda, they were the two.
Forget that Geelong did that to them.
It was so long ago.
It was 90 points or something, wasn't it?
It was
finals
brutal.
looked like years away after that first game.
Jamie, gents, was listening to the pod last week as usual and thought that BCF went a bit hard on the lines with their draft concessions and subsequent good form. Stay with me while we break it down. Ladder positions since 2010. 2010, 13th. 2011, 15th. 2012, 13th. 2013, 12th. 2014, 15th. 2015, 17th with 4 wins. 2016, 17th with 3 wins. 2017, 18th with 5 wins. 2018, 15th with 5 wins. Spent a decade outside the 8. 2019, 2nd. 2020, 2nd. 2021, 4th. 2022, 6th. 2023, 2nd. 2024, 5th/premiers. 2025, question mark. Clearly struggled for a long time after the three-peat era before becoming competitive again. Things to note. All 5 of their first-round draft picks from 2010 and 2011 left the club by the end of 2013 before hitting 30 games. None were academy or father-son. 12 of their 15 first-round picks from 2001 to 2013 left for other clubs or had been delisted by 2013 also. They haven't exactly had it easy. Well, I would say a lot of those are their own ups or not being able to keep the players or now the most important part.
We forget how dire it was, though.
It was bad. Since 2015, they've had the following academy players. Eric Hipwood, 199 games, first-round pick. Ben Keys, 30 games before leaving, second-round pick. Jacob Allison, 10 games, fourth-round pick. Connor McFadden, 0 games, second-round pick. Caden Coleman, 66 games, injured, second-round pick. Blake Coleman, 0 games, first-round pick. Sam Marshall, 6 games, first-round pick. Well, he's in the team now.
Yeah, he's in the team now.
Ty Gallup, 1 game, first-round pick. I think he was in the team this year. Since 2015, they've had the following father-son players. Will Ashcroft, 53 games, first-round pick. Jasper Fletcher, 63 games, first-round pick. Levi Ashcroft, 22 games, first-round pick. All the noise over a bit of luck with the Ashcrofts and Fletcher as father-son in the last couple of years. Hipwood really the only proven academy player they've had come on over the last 10 years. Yes, the timing was beneficial recently, but not sure they've actually had the huge leg up some people, BCF, think they have. Well,
I like that email. I do like that.
He's done the research, but
I like it. No, I agree with him.
That is true. If you break it down, they got lucky on 3 blokes. But then then is he counting this year when they're going to get a top 5 academy player?
He's not counting that. It's not on his list. And he just shrugs off Kitty Coleman like he's nothing. And Sam Marshall, Looks okay.
Oh, hang on, let's
he
just
might
call
play.
our Jets on Kitty Coleman a fraction
Oh,
too.
he's the best on ground and they're losing grand final.
Mate, he was on track to win a norm.
Yeah, I get that. But he hasn't played much this year, and he's had a really good patch for a season.
17 clubs would say, I'll take him.
Of course they would. Of course they would. But we're not making out the Kitty Coleman's a superstar.
It is funny how you forget. I was thinking this the other day about Melbourne. Like Melbourne were the worst side in the league for 20 years almost.
Yeah.
And you kind of just forget that.
No, he's made some fair points there. I'll pay some.
Oh,
Say
conceding.
thank you.
No, I'll just
Say
agree
sorry.
to
Say
disagree
sorry.
on
Say
Brisbane. No,
Sorry.
Agree to disagree.
James, surely picking 10 midfielders in an all-Australian team is a joke. Not even rewarding the best midfielders for the year, and one less forward gets in, plus on the bench, another spot for a forward or a back. Yeah, it's a
The
same.
Australian
Yeah,
team,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
given up on it. 9 selectors is a load of shit. Get 3, make it tough, actually pick a team. Put jammed midfielder after midfielder after midfielder. I think, actually, the first time I thought on the weekend, or Monday, whenever it was Tuesday, that lost a bit of gloss. Whatever.
Yeah,
Josh
I
Worrell.
don't think I like the way it's done, the selection process.
9 selectors is too much.
Well, I just also don't like the selection of selectors, and it's nothing specifically about each one. I just think they've gone to the path where they've gone, all right, well, from WA, we've got Pav and Jacko. You guys watch the WA games and let us know if anyone's any good. Kane, you watch, he probably watches all the games, to be fair. You let us know if anyone from SA's been good and you fight for them.
Have 3 and pay them and make them watch every game.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't understand why we have this whole like segregated. Well, you're ticking that box because you're from WA and you're this person, and Brisbane complained that no one on the committee is from there.
Yeah, just like Greg Swan being on the committee.
is on there.
Yeah.
Like, it's all that sort of shit. Like, there's got to be a better way.
3, and they meet 6 times a year, and they're paid to watch the games, and they report on every game.
I would like to know, and this is
what would the
again,
rate be?
this is not a
1,500 a week.
this is not a specific attack at any person, but I would love to know the truth as to how many of them are watching more than 4 games a weekend.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say the number's less than 4 for most of them.
Okay.
I'm
Out of
just
9.
guessing. I'm
Name
just
them.
guessing.
Name them.
No, I'm not doing
Name
that.
them.
I'm not doing that. But like, to be honest, like you would watch 8 or 9 games a weekend, would you not?
I'd probably naturally get to 5 now, and then I'd catch up with the other. I don't get. I'd probably
minis and
7.
stuff.
Yeah.
But see, and you're an extremist, right?
Yeah, but if I was paid 30, 40 grand a year,
Correct.
I'd naturally watch 5 games, and then I'd catch up on the other 3 or however many.
There was a
buy
period where
rounds
you were
ensued.
watching every game.
Yeah.
You were making a point to.
I reckon I would get to 7, 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'll be.
And then
I'd be better.
I would make an attempt to see something.
I'd
from
be
it.
right up there.
He'd be right up there. He'd be right up there.
6 or 7 a year.
6 or 7,
But
6 or 7 minis.
Naturally, without trying, you'd watch 5.
He goes, you mean a year, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably do 4. I'd do 4.
A week.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday,
And then I'd
Would
catch
you?
up. Yeah, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday night.
And then, one.
For how
one
many
a
of
day.
them are you sober? You're not baked.
No, okay, no. 4.
Are you baked right now?
No.
Okay.
Archie, I assume the entire Q&A pod will be dedicated to Josh Worrell, All-Australian robbery.
yeah, I know.
How can the number 1 defender in the number 1 defensive team not be in the side? Riddle me diddly do that holy Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
That's the Josh Battle spot. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that is the battle spot.
Where was the person arguing for Josh Worrell? Did they not have enough SA people in there?
Yeah.
This
And
is
then
how
the flip
stupid it
side
is.
there, Callum Wilkie.
Yeah, but what
We didn't
about
even make the
actually?
squad.
He didn't even
actually,
make the
actually,
squad.
I'm having Wilkie over Worrell.
He didn't make the squad.
I know.
That's
I know.
the argument.
But
I'm
also,
having both of them over Josh Battle.
yeah,
Anyway.
probably. But then they also posted Josh Battle, who again, being a Hawthorn supporter, I'm glad he's in there. But they showed the players he'd played on, and it was I was like, there's only 3 good players in there.
And they kept
Like,
saying he was
yeah.
he
Tom
shut
Barris
down
is
everyone.
taking the best player on
Correct.
each team.
Yeah.
When you're on the go, you can save big bucks at Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop. Shop the way you want, online and in-store. There's convenience and great value every day. Head to our website or download the Thirsty Camel app today. This is Candace. Hi, guys. With the Mitch Brown story this past week, when do you think the league, as in players/clubs, would be ready for a gay player? Do you think it would be a huge deal or a okay, cool, move on and forget about it? Like the women's, it's not even a discussion/care. Ever since the AFLW has launched, it has never been mentioned, even at awards nights, with them bringing their girlfriends/wives, etc. Or do you think the league will never be ready and players will just have to continue to hide their true identity? Good question.
I've said before that I think the first openly gay player in the AFL will be from draft. You won't come out mid-career. He'll just be drafted and he'll be gay.
Yeah, as an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I see that. Look, speaking, I know I wrote the other day, or I was speaking with you, whatever it was. It's hard to say now that the league would be a really comfortable place for a gay person because last week we saw.
We've had 6 in 18
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Correct. So but they are the vast minority. The vast majority are like me and as comfortable as you could ever get.
Yeah.
And I would like to think if someone came out in the team meeting or whatever, as you've seen the basketball that plays at Adelaide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I would pat him on the back, shake his hand or whatever and say, cool.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get a coffee or what are we doing? Let's go.
I don't. Yeah, what's happening?
Like, I get that it's hard and being the first of anything would be difficult, but I would love at some stage for it to be like the W where it's like.
How many gay players do you think there are in the AFL? Let's say there's 800 players.
I'm not even going to have a guess. Wouldn't know. I never knew of anybody that
It'd
was.
be in double digits easily.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I would think so.
But the whole 10% of
No, it's not this.
it's a different industry. Yeah.
But I would hope that the league is ready. There's always going to be people and some punters which will be aggressive about things, but you can't just worry about the minority, as you say. You just got to get things out there and just get on.
I think
with it.
to be honest, like the Brownie stuff, I was at his wedding and all that sort of stuff. I didn't have that on my radar.
Yeah.
At all. And I've already forgotten about it. Like I haven't even
It doesn't matter.
like whatever. Like
It doesn't matter to your friendship.
and I've been hypersensitive to it all too with a sibling. So for me, I just would be thrilled for him. Like I don't think it would make any difference at all.
and
And he
I reckon
sounded like a
that-
dick because of the 6 instances you mentioned earlier.
And the generation coming through, it's not an issue at all. So
No.
it's going to naturally happen. It's only like, maybe some administrative stuff or like, some older heads who may have an issue.
Yeah.
It's just not an issue.
We're heading for a space where it's not going to be a big deal. But right now it still is because it hasn't happened yet. The lid hasn't been lifted off. Daniel, not a question. Just want to wish Ryan good luck for his Dockers this week.
Who was that from?
Daniel.
Oh, and you're going
Thanks,
to be
Daniel.
doing boundary and it's going to be raining.
Oh, I'm down
Instead
on
of
the
Oh,
getting
you're
your
on the
cash
boundary.
on the...
Yes, not doing
You
it.
hate the boundary, don't you?
No, I like it.
He
It's
loves
an
anything-
opportunity to be amongst it, right in the thick of it.
I thought you hated the boundary.
No,
He does.
that's you. That's why I'm doing it now. Tom, fun game. Can draft a player from an eliminated team to a finals team. Who are you grabbing?
I dare say we're all probably
Marcus
going to.
Bontempelli.
I was going to say I'm grabbing Naz.
Oh, yeah.
Whose team are you putting
Freo.
him on? You put Naz on Freo. Oof, Jesus.
That'd be nice.
What am I going to do?
I'm putting Bontempelli in any team.
You have to pick a specific one.
Well, there's one that Hawthorn would do with the Bond.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Hawthorn with Bont, they win,
Win
the
the
flag.
flag. Yeah.
Freo with Naz, I think they win the flag.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Is that the last one on that page? That was a really long one, that one. Tom, with Shaun Mannagh receiving Best Young Player or Best Old Guy that seems young, wonder if you fellas had any thoughts on the following bogus awards. Best Young Guy that seems old. I don't mind that.
Best young guy that's seen. So someone's been around.
You know how we're like, oh, that guy is actually, looks like he's 26, but he's only 21.
So I did Brady Hoff today. He's 23 at the start of next year.
But you thought he was like 28.
No, I thought he was like 19.
Oh,
Yeah, so
the other way.
is he 23?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Before the season starts next year.
Highest personal ceiling raise, not highest ceiling, the person who has raised it the most
For their
in
team?
1 year. No, I think personal.
Personal.
So like you've gone from
Personal
like, oh, that
ceiling.
guy could be okay,
Well,
to
no,
suddenly
say
that guy
Wanganeen
could be the
Miller, right?
best player in the AFL.
Yeah, Naz.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Matt Rao for me is not in Naz
He's
areas.
the number one pick.
Yeah, no,
his-
but like
his
compared to the last
ceiling-
couple of years.
I thought he was just an inside midfielder that would be the third or fourth pick.
It should
in
be
the
named
premiership
the
side.
Jordan Dawson Award.
well, yeah, and
That
Josh,
guy
well,
went
speaking
from-
of Adelaide, Josh Worrell.
Wow.
You heard of Josh Worrell before?
Yes. No, he's not all
Not like-
Australian,
yeah.
so he's not worth talking
No,
about.
yeah.
Highest personal floor raise, same concept. Oh, that was the ceiling and the floor. Yes, okay. And most surprisingly good player, aka written off as trash and are actually good. Also, shout out to the All-Australian selection panel for giving the captaincy to literally the only player in the squad who couldn't care less about it. That's just so dumb.
Yeah, it's weird.
So
I did like seeing Bud. Was Bud captain?
Yeah, Bud was captain one
Because it
year.
was like his 8th and it was like, oh, well, he's out. He's a legend. Just give it to him. But maybe I was wrong.
Jaden, should West Coast be careful when trying to acquire Brandon Starcevich due to his concussion history? I feel like he's one or two bad head knocks away from having to weigh up his future in the game. There's always an element of that, but I reckon any player nowadays is...
How many has he had?
I think he's only had one.
I reckon
Yeah,
every
yeah.
player in the comp would have had
There was
But he had
reports
a
that there
bad
were...
one, didn't
well, there
he,
was
this
reports there
year?
was multiple ones, but those ones weren't considered as serious concussions. Like they were just waved off after it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think he's actually in better shape than people think But he had one this year that he struggled to get back from. So
People
he got
thought it
the
would
price.
affect the asking price, but it just doesn't because he's a good player.
And also put it this way, Brisbane is desperate to re-sign him.
yeah.
So they're the ones with all the records.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
he'll find
yeah.
that he'll be an amazing pickup for West Coast. He's exactly what they need.
He's going to get a lot of looks at it.
Yeah, I think he'll get
He'll be in some contests.
CJ, lads, for the final multi of the year, you should make the multi at least cover your losses. If you want to make it more interesting, make it however much you're down at the end, donate to whatever charity you want. Maybe pay for Big Pepsi's rehabilitation after all these cartons, or even whoever down the most as a punishment. Maybe pay for Big Pepsi's rehabilitation because he's seriously going to need help. I'm definitely going to do that. So if he gets to grand final week,
There you cover your loss.
I'm going to go in on like
20 to 1.
flag, Norm, first goal.
I mean,
we tried.
grand final week, you're going to go in on the flag. Well, that's brave. There's only 2 teams left.
That's a good point. Dowie, g'day, lads. I was just wondering if a solution for the draft could be if you make the top 4 or play in a prelim final, you're not eligible to bid on any players, father, son, or academy. I think this would take tanking out of it. I don't think any club would give up a prelim or a top 4 finish to access a single player. And if you finish top 4 or play in a prelim, that means your list is in pretty fairly healthy place. There's something there.
Not the worst take.
Oh, just the bidding process. Say your player's worth pick 8. I just think regardless, you should have to give up your first round pick, not trade out of it, and find something to equal the missing part. So say you've got pick 13, they bid at pick 8. Well, 13's gone, and you've got to give pick 45 as well.
Why in the
because
world-
the way people
Yeah.
duck and weave and then give 50, 55, and 56, and they go, you've got Nick Dacos.
What Sydney did it one year, they traded out of a pick and then traded back in either side of their pick, didn't they?
Yeah. I know that they've like diluting the discount, but why the was there ever a discount?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
The discount is getting them.
You get a good player.
That's the bonus. It
Hey,
says, hey, you can have this good player and we'll charge you less.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you want to get the player at pick 2, but you've only got pick 50 and 60.
That's fine.
Well,
No
we'll grab
worries.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll grab that.
Can you-
That makes
hey,
sense.
wait, can you get pick 35?
Yeah.
Because that'll do it.
Oh.
That'll get
That'll
it
tip us
across the
over.
line. Far
Just
out.
trade out a future
It is,
third.
and you know what? We all love this league, but it is Mickey Mouse with some stuff. Dan, hey, Legends, given the All-Australian squad came out today, I thought I'd share with you what me and my little mate call the good bloke list. Players who debuted after 2000 and played 200-plus games but never made an All-Australian team. They're good blokes because they're not elite players, but instead are hard workers, super resilient, strong leaders, or otherwise GCs.
Good.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
Gold
All
Coast.
right.
Gold Coast.
Did you say it? Did you
No, I
Nah,
just started.
Did you drop the magic?
No. Just
You want to
We've
keep,
only used that word once on this
keep
podcast.
around a good footy club.
Did that stay in?
This screenshot is a list of players who made it to 250 games. Of the 274 to debut since 2000 and played 200-plus games, there are 120 good blokes currently on the list, including captains, BNF winners, and at least one Norm Smith medalist, and 154 selfish, Nick's word,
Selfish
who chased
coasters.
individual success. Okay, here they are. Cade Simpson, Callan Ward, Mitch Duncan, Nathan Jones, Zach Toohey, Liam Shields, Ryan O'Keefe, Paddy Ryder, Isaac Smith, Jack Zeeble, Justin Westhoff, Bradley Hill, Michael Ferrito, Jack Crisp, Jamie Cripps, Jake Lloyd, Jeremy Howe, Bryce Gibbs, Chris Newman, Daniel Jean Syracusa, Jack Redden, Jared Harbrow, Brad Ebert, Daniel Pearce, Daniel Wells, Tom Liberatore, Heath Grundy, Brent Stanton, Brent Guerra, Brad Green, Ben McAvoy, and Brandon Ellis.
Good names. There.
Solid list.
Some good. A lot would be the first to Mad Monday and the last to leave. But it would always be a 6 out of 10 drunk. They're just, they're there. They're there to the end, and they're just unflappable.
No meetings
Yeah.
on the Monday.
No.
Can you
From
train
after
that?
it. Yeah.
Can you train staying out of 6?
The Beckingham Boys. Hello, Legends. Love the pod. Keep up the good work. Couple of questions. Surely Adam Treloar is the ultimate perfect option for the West Coast Eagles. He's out of contract, racks up the footy. Go hard at him. Thoughts? You want to start with that one?
Oh, I'd rather them have a crack at Flanders.
Yeah, I think he's St Kilda's all over him.
Is he? Yeah, I'd rather.
But Treloar you'd get for free, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know, but he's injured. I'm a Treloar man, but he's also 33 or
Would he
something.
want to?
If they said we're going to go for Treloar, we're going to get him for nothing, would
Yeah,
you,
of course.
you'd be okay with it?
Yeah.
I agree.
Even if he's injured and doesn't play,
It's fine.
you've had a go at it. Whatever.
Also, what are the chances of hearing a once a fortnight pod over the off season? You lads have provided so many life lessons. I think there would be a heap of content. Much love from the Beckingham Boys. Don't know about the off season. We do cherish it.
I've been pretty busy this year.
We all, there's a certain point where we just go, we're done.
Yeah,
I mean,
And it's
like-
not just this; it's because it's everything, right?
Like, what about for Father's Day?
Yeah.
We're staying at Crown Friday, Saturday.
What happened to your golf thing? Don't you have a golf?
Friday next week.
Okay.
So Friday's whatever, fine.
Yep.
Saturday, there's now football on.
Yes.
So
Down the
I
road.
have to
Just
work.
walk down the little path there.
So why would I stay at Crown? Like, what am I going to do at Crown during the day if I can't have a beer?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, what am I possibly going to do? West Coast Best and Fairest is that night at Crown.
At Crown.
And the Freo game's on.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Crown. How do I tell my wife I don't want to go to Crown?
Well, you can't. You're there. You're going.
But what am I going to do all day? Sit in a room
Go to the pool.
and do what?
Just get some sun or something. You
Just
could-
lay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
Take a
probably
book,
have,
mate.
You could probably have 3 beers, couldn't you?
Nah, because imagine if I cocked up and then they
Breath
heard I was
test,
having
yeah?
a few beers. No, but like someone said, oh, he's having a few beers at Crown. It'd be your job done.
What are you going to do?
No, I'd probably become sexist or something.
Just don't say anything. Just sit
Yeah,
in the back
imagine
and
that
be
you-
like, that's a good goal.
Ex's
Yeah.
cold. What's going on at the back there?
That's a bad goal.
Then Embers takes over and then I'm like, oh, righto, ramp it
I
up.
better say something. Esky, I hear there's a new young gun coming through the waffle called Malcom Void. Apparently West Coast are heavily linked to him as he's the cousin of Null Null. This should excite Eagles fans and bolster the half-back line with Null and Void. That's got to be the best
that
moment of the
I
year.
still,
No,
I still argue that that's on them.
I
And
reckon-
I was just, as I was very careful when I jokingly said I'd be sexist, I was just trying not to be, in case there was a young boy called Null Null, I didn't want to leave him off a list.
Josh,
I want the nulls up
in our
there.
last episode of the year, we are
the
playing
highlights.
the entire Null Null in full. In its
I
organic,
won't be here.
In its organic
I won't
state.
be here. I'll be at Crown, sitting
Yeah,
by the pool, getting some sun.
Not drinking.
Because that's cool.
Aaron, just wondering if Rhino treated himself to a few Kit Kats with that nice envelope he picked up on Saturday night.
Oh, hang
Someone
on.
was there.
You're doing cashies.
Well, no, I'll pay tax on it. It will be.
You won't.
I'll register it with the ATO.
Oh, yeah.
You had an event that you
throw me in.
No. So no.
Don't throw me
Hey,
in, mate. I was pumping you up.
Let's unpack this properly. So he had an event that he couldn't do.
Yeah.
And then so he said, well, what about Ryan Daniels? And they said,
MC.
yeah, great, sure. So then they handballed it onto me and I hosted the event. Went very well.
Yeah.
Tony Modra was
Oh.
in, yes, and Alex Pearce and Ben Allen was a Dockers theme
Was it?
tonight.
Yeah, clearly.
Now, interesting that they went to Old Mate over here
The
to
notorious
host
Dockers
the
hater.
Dockers night.
Well, in my mind, Ben Allen's a hawk, Modra's a crow, and Alex Pearce is the next Tasmanian captain. So I can see why they would have.
Ben Allen goes to
Can
Collingwood
you imagine
now.
the line of questioning if he'd been there?
Yeah, oh,
So, Alex, when are you leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Tassie? How much are they paying you?
So, Ben, why would you leave Hawthorn?
But was it worth your time?
Yeah. No, it was good. It's a fun night, actually. Yeah, I'm sure the people there had a good time. Peter, love the pod. Gents, can Rhino give us a prediction of the Eagles off-season? What players do they bring in? Do they take pick 1 and 2 or split it?
Take it,
So I think they will get Starcevich, but there's a bit of work to be done. I don't think they're going to get Erasmus now. I think it's either the Bulldogs or he stays. There's still an outside chance, but they're not doing enough work on it. There'll be other players they look into. Maybe a Devon Robertson they kick the tyres on. There's nothing concrete there.
He had 30 in the twos on the weekend.
He's been really good in the VFL all year. In terms of the pick, I think they'll definitely take at least one of those picks, and I would like to think that they would take the second one. The only thing I could see them doing potentially is if they don't love this draft, is kicking one of the picks forward, so splitting it for say.
But they've got 2.
Yep. So so you take one of them, and then so maybe you take pick 2 and say
No, like pick 1 and pick 2.
Yes.
It's a gamble, whatever you do with it.
no, but this is not a good draft. It's just not.
Yeah, but you get the 2 best of it.
Every draft I've seen good players come out of.
There'll be good players in this draft, but I think
Hey, where will West Coast finish next year?
but there are different drafts,
Where are West Coast going to finish next year?
last or second last.
So they're probably going to pick one in that anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
I also,
But then I'll have another one next year in a better draft. They're not
Yes,
all
but I
created. No,
wouldn't-
they're not all created equal. We just did a redraft of 2021.
no, but I'm saying I would
There's like
not.
eight-
I would have more faith in their strategy had they not picked Hawthorn to pick over Carlton. It's like it's a reading
Or
who's going
let's
to be
just-
good and bad next year.
let's
Really
just
not a
split it and
strength.
go get a WA kid.
The question
Yeah.
isn't Ryan. What should they do? It's Ryan.
Yeah.
What do you think is
We'll
in play?
talk to them.
Okay, so I'm
Tell
just
them.
saying
Send them an email.
it's on the cards. So get prepared for it. CFF, fellas, this might even be one specifically for Nick.
Oh.
What are WA doing to fix the completely broken talent development in the state? There is about 3-star WA mids in the whole composite stands, Warner, Jackson and Cripps. And say what you want about Northern Academies, but at least they're continually producing top 10 talent. The biggest threat to West Coast and Freo contending is a complete lack of WA talent coming through.
Well, they just did a whole big review of their talent pathway.
Okay.
So part of it's going to be more regional, more money put into regional centres.
Okay.
To try and capture as many as they can.
Yep.
And they just don't want to lose as many to basketball. So I reckon they'll start rolling it out next year. But there's a massive piece of work led by
How to get so
Peter
far
Bell.
down there? How to get so far to shit?
It's just going back and forth the entire time. It's like it's the Football Commission's responsibility. It's the club's responsibility.
Being a Vic
and there's no
country
really
boy,
taking
so my
it.
voice is going. Being a Vic country boy, look at the players that have played Vic country football.
Yes.
Their pathways are clear. They know exactly where to go. Yeah, you got to travel and stuff.
Yeah.
What is the pathway for a country kid here in WA?
Yeah, well, they just got to come up and board at a PSA school and then
So
play
are
for a
you
Walker
saying
club.
maybe there should be
they're
a
missing
WA
lot.
country?
Hey,
Maybe there should be a WA country.
Well, they started that
Don't know,
in
but
the,
you
in
can't
the
let the
16s
kids-
for a while. There was like a, I can't remember if it was a WA like far. It was like a northwest team. Samo Seaton played in it. Years and
you
years
can't
ago.
let the country kids go. Country kids, if you look at
Well,
the
and
Vic
that's-
country
that's
lads
a
or
massive
country
piece.
kids in general,
Yeah. That's a massive
and
piece of
Fremantle
this
have gone
talent
away
review
from
is
drafting WA kids.
More resources and more cash in the regions to grab these kids and upskill them. Because it's
West
taking
Coast-
too long at the moment. When you bring a kid from the country into a system, it's taking too long to get them up to speed. So that's the major breaking point, I think.
So they need more contact time?
More
earlier.
contact. Yeah, they need people on the ground up there.
What do you mean up to speed?
Or
We
just-
dominated.
No, in WA I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
the country. I'm talking about in WA. When you
But
bring
how
kids
bad's
from
the
regional
system
WA.
if they need to catch up? Well, they should be.
Yeah, it's bad. It's in a
And so do
bad
you
spot.
mean like how to operate in
How to be an
structures?
elite,
And,
yeah,
so not
yeah.
just be a good footballer, but,
Yes.
but know how to play in a system.
know how to play football and also be athletically up to speed as well.
So they need like a person up there who's going to run training sessions more regularly or something. Is that what you're thinking? Like a coach
and
or
like
something?
it's just everything, diet, like training outside, what you got to do, extras and everything, like just getting them up to speed on all of that, and also just making sure that they know who the good kids are locally and they're getting them in.
Well,
the system.
Freo have not go through Freo's team. I think we did the other
They're
day.
all Victorians.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
What they've did is they went and they drafted Victorians and kept them and signed them long term, and then they went back and went and got Bolton, Clark, and Jackson.
Yeah. Who they didn't draft.
Just go get
Yeah.
WA boys who are stars.
Yeah, bring him
Jager,
back.
WA boy, bring him back. Like that's the process they've undertaken.
well, we'll probably have. It may only be one first rounder this year from WA, Jacob Farrow, and he wasn't on the radar.
And he's
going
going
to
to be an edge of the first, right? He's not going to be like a
Yeah,
top
it could
10
be
pick.
12. No, he's not top 10.
No.
But in the teens maybe.
They got a few.
Sam Swedling's come on.
I like this
Fred
side of Rennie with
Rodriguez.
this new podcast. He knows what's going on a bit.
Isn't that just like he's just
Switch gears.
cracked
Yeah,
the code
it's
there.
weird, hey.
Toby, hey Xavier, Ryan, and Dennis. It's the vibe, Danuto. I'm a Freo supporter and have listened to Xav on the pod respond to you guys trying to pin him as a Freo hater. I've also heard his radio interviews with Caleb, and Xav's feelings for Freo are as plain as day. It's not a love-hate thing. It's contempt, and he loves it. Every opportunity you give him to rebut that he doesn't hate Freo is another chance to act higher and mightier. You need to get more nuanced on your attack on Xav and try a different tact. Why does he hold such derision or feigned apathy? Is it something Clarko instilled in the team before the 2013 grand final? Is it the working class nature of the club and the fact that no matter how hard he tries, and he does try, he'll never convince anyone he has the sweet credentials of a public educated kid? End text. Did Ryan read out the end text bit? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Well, it was in the sentence.
End text.
It was part of the sentence.
I have a soft spot for Freo.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
you don't.
You don't. You don't at all. The only soft spot you have for Freo is like, I'm not even going to say. I'm not, it's the one part that shouldn't be soft when you're excited.
Yeah.
No, I'd cheer for him. I do.
You got to tell
No, you
I
don't.
want to see my mates happy. I do. I'll
You
fly,
don't. It's just a lie.
I'll fly over.
Such a liar. You are such a liar.
I'll fly over to Melbourne with them and we'll watch it together if they make it.
You'll go because you're just desperate to taste the tears live if they lose.
Yeah.
Not right.
You're not going to want to be 50 metres away. Because if they do cry, you're going to want to lick
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
tear
be
off
licking
the
them.
cheek as it falls
And
down.
collecting
So
the rest so
it's
you don't go to
incorrect,
waste.
It's
I've got
100%.
friends there, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, you'll have a great.
please.
Wouldn't you have a great week?
I mean, Callum Sarong comes on your show every week. Imagine if he knew.
He does know, I reckon.
Yeah, no, we get on well with Caleb.
No, Caleb's a good fella. Mike, would Null Null have been a better choice for All-Australian captain? Well, he has had some leadership credentials.
Yeah.
He was captain of that Swan Districts team back in 2016.
James, dear black T-shirt crew. We on again today? You've gone grey underneath. I'm a recent appreciator of AFL, last 6 months or so. Oh, welcome aboard.
Hello.
I only started watching AFL because I've been grounded at home caring for my infant son and found there is something strangely comforting about having a game of football on in the background. As I'm sure you're aware, having children changes you. Anyway, I strongly recommend you consider the Bonds Raglan crew neck tee in black. Oh, I'm going to write that down.
Okay,
it makes you feel special, especially after a quality chest, biceps, and triceps gym session.
Right,
I think you're reading the wrong room. This podcast has been helpful in initiating me into learning more about the game and its players. I initially came to this podcast to be educated in all things AFL, but I've chosen to stay for the anecdotes that would make Caligula and Snoop Dogg blush. Hearing a grown man talk about his frequent wanking in public, his predilection for shitting his pants, ripping bongs, and implying that last weekend he got a lucky root is basically all I need and want to indulge in when I'm driving home from a mind-exhausting day at work. Thank you for it all.
Welcome aboard,
James. Mitch, which top 8 team has the weakest bottom 6 and which has the strongest bottom 6? And how much do these players have an impact in a finals series?
A lot. Who's got the weakest bottom 6?
Ooh.
Is it Collingwood?
Could be.
It's not Geelong.
Not Geelong. It's not
Adelaide. Adelaide are okay because
They've lifted the
the floor.
Floor came up.
They lifted the floor. It could be GWS, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like Jacob Ware stuff in there.
The Mad Monday boys.
There's a lot of the Mad Monday guys.
The Mad Monday boys.
Yeah. I reckon it might be the Giants.
We overlooking the Suns.
Yeah.
Who's their bottom 6? Probably.
They're like the Butterick types.
What's his name? Number 5.
Alex Davies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it's one of the expansion teams. I reckon it's one of them.
Down the bottom here, they got Rogers, Butterick.
Are these in the
Farah, Reid, yeah. Davies, Long was good. Jeffrey, Fiorini. Yeah, there's some players.
Fiorini's been more solid.
Jeffrey's been really good this year.
Yeah, no, but of names, like
I reckon it's the Giants. Go to the Giants.
the Giants last game. Bear with me one
I'll
sec.
tell you a story about Jai Farah.
Go on.
No, he was one of the Halls Creek kids.
Oh, you're going to do the Halls Creek thing.
There's a picture.
There's a photo somewhere.
There's a photo.
So for the last game, the Giants, Cadman, this is just down the bottom. Cadman, Cornelio was injured. Iden, Weir, Bedford, Aaliyah,
That's still
Brown,
pretty good.
Riccardi, Angwin, Fonte, O'Halloran, Thomas.
I feel like their bottom 6 are better than you think.
He's good.
Gruszki.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Old Gruszki.
Jones,
Took out like 6 letters.
Ralston.
Just eliminated half the letters. Gruszki.
I'd love to see you doing like the swimming
Hang
for
on.
the Olympics.
I haven't eliminated too many. How would you spell it?
Gruszki.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
missed the E, probably would be about it.
Gruszewski, is
And
it?
Yeah, Gruszki.
Gruszewski.
So close.
What was,
I missed
what
it,
was the
eh?
one last week or the week before? The name?
Coda or some bloody
Yeah.
some bloke I've never heard of.
Crota. Yeah.
Crota.
Oh, Josh Crota.
Crota.
Okay. Mick, Xavier, carton either way. Freo by 1 to 20, but Rowell and Anderson combined for 45 disposals and 10 clearances. Which side do you want to take?
I take that. Sounds plausible.
Freo by 1 to 20, but Rowell and Anderson combined for 45 and 10 clearances.
Yeah.
You can say yes or no. He'll take the other one.
Oh.
So I think Freo win
By 1 to 20?
in the wet, yeah.
Okay. And do you think Rowell and Anderson combined for 45 disposals and 10 clearances?
When's the last time they haven't?
No, they would have had 10 They wouldn't have had 10 clearances
Between
2
them.
weeks ago.
Don't talk about that Port Adelaide game.
Yeah, all the week before probably.
Still
Yeah, I'll take the
You take the yes?
I'll take the no.
You'll take the no. All right, Mickey, you know what to do. Get
I'll
in
take
touch
the no.
with the great man. We don't
I'm
have
just
any
trying to think what the multi would add up to in my head and which side of it I'd want to be on.
We don't have the conspiracy theories today. Make sure you send them in for next week. We do love them. This episode was brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Footy Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness.